been shagging and bragging. It's been a lot of fun. When we first started talking about putting this together, a collage of South Carolina music. One of the first people I went to was Bill Wilson, who's over there on saxophone. And yeah. And I met him at Fatty's, which is a brew pub nearby. And we every God, Fatty is here. We were talking about different ideas. We were talking about different people we should cover, better known South Carolina musicians. And he said, so man, are we gonna do this Charleston style? And I said, heck yeah, we're gonna do this Charleston style. And if you don't know what that means, neither did I. so I just wanted to look cool in front of Bill. You know, damn right we're gonna do this Charleston style. And so I went inside to get another frosty beverage, and I'm Googling Charleston style. You know, nothing's covered, you know, like women's clothing. Or like, I don't think that's what he's talking about, but or there's something about Bill I don't know. But I come back outside, and my friend Steve and Marie are there, and Marie Evans is a music teacher here in town, and she has Charlton Singleton on the phone, which is the horn player for Ranky Tanky, the song we just played, and she hands me the phone, hello, you know, it's like, oh, Mr. Singleton, and he's talking about different ideas and different people to cover, and then he says, so man, are you going to do this Charleston style, or are you going to do this Charleston style, or are y'all going to practice? Is that what that means? You know, it's like, do musicians do that? I mean, we'll just get up and start playing. So I said we're going to practice, but that said, we have practiced in small groups, but today at 5 o'clock was the first time that all 11 of us had met. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a big heaping spoonful of Charleston style. All right. Pink Anderson. Let's start with Pink Anderson. Now, Pink Anderson was a blues man from Spartanburg, South Carolina. He's a good representation of a lot of guys and girls through the South that played either blues or jazz. He played with a couple of guys. He played with a couple of guys like Blind Simi. What was his? Let's see. Oh, we got to look at this. Simi Dooley and Peg Leg Sam Jackson. And these guys are all from Spartanburg. I mean, you know, it's cool. It just gives you a flavor of. They were like pirates. I mean, they're all over the place. And there was kind of a treasure hunt, if you will, for music from Pink Anderson. His first known recording was in 1950. He played at the Virginia State Fair, and he was born in 1900, so the first recording of him is at 50. In 1963, a guy named Paul Clayton comes through the South, and he and a couple of guys, they record this music because this is when rock and roll is just getting started. So they don't want to lose this music. They don't want to lose the stories of these guys, and so they make a movie called The Bluesman, and they come out with a subsequent album that's the same thing. Okay, 6 months later, we're overseas in England, and there is a musical review or a musical showcase, and it's something they don't do as much here, but it's where you have 4 or 5 bands playing in the same pub the same night, so they each get 45 minutes or something like that. And there's a kid, Sid Barrett, who's in the 3rd band, and the name of his band is the T-Set. And so he's in the waiting room, and you know, so the green room, if you will, and the band that's ahead of him, that's playing second, of course, is also named the T-Set. So he's, you know, now what he's come out there and say, we're the real T-Set, or something, you know, we're Wedgwood, you know, or whatever, you know, it's just like, so it's like, so he don't know what to do, and he's sitting there, and beside him is a record player. It's a true story. Beside him is a record player, and in front of him is a bunch of albums or whatever. And then in comes the owner, and the owner says, "All right, boys, y'all are," probably not in this accent, but he says, "All right, boys, y'all are up in 10 minutes. You know, I'm gonna introduce you. What's the name of your band?" And he's sitting right in front of a whole crate of records, and the very first album is that Bluesman album from the Tour of the South. And the first two names on the album are Pink Anderson and Floyd Council. And he says, we're Led Zeppelin. No, he doesn't say that. He says, we're Pink Floyd. This is my favorite Pink Anderson song. This is called I Got Mine. I went down to a big crap game, which certainly was against my will. I lost every doggone nickel I had, except a greenback dollar bill, with a $40 bet laying on the floor, and my buddy's point was 9. When the police come, they chased all of us, but I got mine. Let me tell you now, I got mine. Talking about I got mine. I grabbed that money off the floor and out the door went flying. Ever since that big crap game, I've been living on chicken and wine. I'm a leader in high society. I got mine. And I went down to the turkey feast, and the dinner was certainly fine. 15 minutes before the table was set, all the jitterbugs stood in line. When they brought them gobblers out, them Geordie's eyes did shine. Talk about a grass full of grabbing. I got mine, let me tell you now. I got mine, talking about I got mine. I grabbed that turkey by the wing and out the door went flying. Tried to make it to a hiding place, but I didn't get there in time. Somebody grabbed me by the coat, but I got my Mr. Bill. I know where there's a barber shop over on North 4th Street. It's the only place on Saturday night we gamblers care to meet. Some comes in for a haircut and some comes in for a scrap. But when you see me and my buddies there, we mean to shoot some crap. Say, come on, 7, 11, oh, won't you come, come, come. If you don't set my left dice, I am done, done, done. If I see the police before we see me, I'm gonna run, run, run. I'm a leader in high society. I got mine, let me tell you now. I got mine, talking about I got mine. Me and the fellas like throwing dice, but we got caught this time. Some of the boys got 18 months, and some of the boys got 9. And when they brought them striped pajamas in, I got mine. All right. Well, the first time that I ever saw her, I picked her up in my Chevy Malibu, going to the grocery, say for her mother, for a loaf of bread and a Pepsi Cola too. She was young, so kind-hearted, yeah, and then she wrecked my world and left me with the blues. She called me sugar, I knew that when we parted,